Hey, this is Dave, and a couple years ago I caught my kitchen on fire. Almost exactly 2 years ago. It was right after the kid was born, and we've been messing around little by little fixing it, and now we're about to be done. Only thing we have left to do is the kitchen sink and the backsplash, and to do it we've decided to use these thermoplastic sheets, right, to install, and they're about $20 a piece, so we don't want to make any mistakes. And to put this stuff up, all you really need as far as tools is metal straight edge or a level, tape measure, some pencils to mark, either a razor knife or a pair of scissors to cut it, some construction adhesive, some alcohol, a sponge in order to clean up the wall, and then various other, I got a knife, a screwdriver to take the outlet covers off, and a hammer to take out any nails or anything in the wall. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is take your alcohol, put it on a rag, and wipe down the entire surface so it'll be dry and clean and free of oil, so the construction adhesive can adhere well. What we're doing is we're laying it out before we gluing it. Basically just cutting the individual pieces. Alright, now we're just cutting it with scissors and laying it out with a pen, but it's 18 by 24 inches finished, but the actual sheet is 18.5 by 24.5 because two ends, one on the short end and one on the long end, have this flat piece, okay? The other two don't. And what we're trying to do is, where applicable, trying to get this long end behind the actual countertop so we can come back and caulk, but it doesn't always work. And so we're having to adjust our measurement because we're putting this little 1/8 of an inch piece right here in the countertop. So that's messing with our adjustments. And also, because some pieces are fitting long ways and some are fitted height ways, we don't always get to let these pieces meet. It's supposed to meet where you have an overlap with this 1/2 inch. So we have the long end here and the other piece butts up to it. Things are cut. This butt end joint isn't always able to be, underneath the next piece. Sometimes we're having to butt them up together like this, especially here underneath the countertops and underneath the stove, and that's messing with our adjustments also. And so what we're doing is we're cutting and laying out each piece, then we're going to come in and glue it. Alright, so we've got our measurements, and right now we're just cutting out an outlet. Okay, so we're just coming in, and I'm measuring, and Jenny's bringing the straight edge in. There's probably more effective ways of doing it. I don't know it, and I want to make sure that we get it done while the boy's taking a nap. Okay, measure twice. Cut once, which is not my normal way of doing things, but this junk is expensive. Took us a minute to figure out how to do this. Jenny's got a technique where she shuts her eyes while I'm marking it. Says it keeps her from wiggling. Okay, 14.5. Okay, we've marked out our outlet covers. I'm just going to take the knife and poke in so that I can get the scissors in there, taking real care not to stab myself in the hand because it's underneath there. Most of the instructions say cut you a triangle out of the center, but fit this up in there. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is get a matching colored paint and paint around any outlet covers, any places where it meets, so that if you made a mistake and have a gouge or a inexact meeting, the white won't show through, right? This is also the time when you should probably change out your outlets and your light switches. We happen to run out of money, so I just hit it with the paint, which is not a smart thing to do. But we're going to come back and change out the outlets a little later.
Bring your pants.
Okay. Take the sticker off. Take the glue. You want to be real careful not to get this all over everything. You just want to lay the bead down. Boy, you ain't took your diaper off. You better go in there with your mama.
William, tell. What? Get in here right now.
Don't tell your mama
And
what.
Don't say what. You say yes, ma'am. That is very disrespectful.
When you put this on, you will make double sure that you are not getting any glue on your other sheet. And that you're lining everything up the way you want it. Here's the finished kitchen. Well, that's gonna whoop me for showing everything out on the counter. Normally she makes me clean all that up, but she here. That backsplash really makes the kitchen look a lot nicer. But I tell you, of all the stuff that we've done since the burning, is this big single sink. This thing is wonderful. All right, so. It's been about a month since we actually did this. I forgot that I didn't take an after shot when we were building. And we are very pleased with this. I would recommend it, even though it did cost about $200 for the backsplash, because they were about $20 a piece. But anyway, there you go. I hope that was useful. And until next time, you can catch us online, www.tngun.com.